Happy summer. I know the last thing you're probably thinking about is school unless you're making a move, because I see so many families that always plan their moves around summertime because they want to make sure that their kids are in the house that you're in and ready to start the school year, especially if you're moving to a new town. Hi there, my name is Maggie Turno. I'm a local real estate agent here in the Greater Athens area. My team and I help families just like you every single day move to Georgia, move out of Georgia, move around Georgia, and I create these episodes specifically for you that are looking into moving this way and trying to see what town is best for you, because Georgia is a little different when it comes to counties and small towns and suburbs, and so I create these for you and I hope that they're helpful. Today I'm actually going to talk about schools, something that a lot of my clients, especially out-of-state clients, have questions about, and schools are a big draw to these areas. They're a big reason why we are seeing so many people move this way. So let's get started. These are your school districts in the Greater Athens area. So the thing about Georgia is, I know the schools are a huge factor, but here's something that a lot of buyers don't realize. Even if a city or a zip code sounds like it's in a great district or in a specific district, that doesn't mean that your home is actually zoned for that particular school. School zoning in Georgia, especially in fast-growing areas like Athens and Watkinsville and Jefferson, can get a little confusing and inconsistent, and in some cases, the line between a top school and an average one might just be one street over, and so we're going to chat a little bit about that. In this video, I'm going to break down the most talked about public and private school districts in the Greater Athens area. I'll give you the local insights, market trends, and what you absolutely need to know before you buy a home if schools are a priority for you. Let's start with one of the most sought after districts in all of Northeast Georgia, Oconee County schools. Oconee is ranked number 3 in the entire state by schooldigger.com, and it consistently lands in the top 5 across multiple rating sites. But this is important. There are 2 basically school districts within Oconee County. Oconee County High School District and North Oconee County High School District. They are zoned based on your address, and their reputation, test scores, and even home values vary depending on which one you're in. All right, so let's talk about North Oconee County High School District. It can be considered a little more competitive. As far as academics, it ranks just outside the top 10 for academics and has one of the top sports programs in the state. That district includes neighborhoods like Roanoke and Brookhaven, and homes in that zone usually command a premium. Families move here just to be in that school district, and they're willing to pay for it. So meanwhile, Oconee County High School also delivers strong academics, strong athletics, great teacher support, and a true small town feel. It's still one of the best public schools in the region, and homes in the district include areas near downtown Watkinsville with neighborhoods that have a more traditional southern feel and slightly lower price points depending on what area. All right, let's talk about Jefferson City Schools. The district punches way above its weight. Jefferson High School ranks among the top schools in Georgia for both academics and athletics. The schools here are a little bit newer, highly rated, and the town has poured serious investment into its facilities and staff. They are adding on to a middle school. The football stadium is incredible, as well as the basketball arena. But here's the catch. You must be within Jefferson City Schools to be zoned for this district. There are a lot of homes with a Jefferson mailing address that are actually in Jackson County schools, and not the same thing. I can't tell you how many times I've worked with buyers and they thought that a school was district for Jefferson City and it actually wasn't. And we're seeing a little bit of where Zillow is actually getting it wrong and putting the wrong schools on the listings. So always confirm the zoning through either tax records or the district's official map. Don't rely on Zillow or even the postal address. That's why you should have a real estate agent like me and my team that are knowledgeable in that area. So speaking of Jackson County schools, this is another district that's made huge strides with the opening of Jackson County High School in 2021 and a continued focus on expanding academic and career pathway programs, families who want a balance between affordability and solid schools should definitely take a look at Jackson County schools. There are more rural pockets in Jackson County, but places like Houston and Brazelton offer newer neighborhoods zoned to Jackson County schools. With good proximity to I-85 and growing infrastructure, if you want space, land, or just a little more breathing room, Jackson County could potentially be your sweet spot, but also know that there are areas within Highway 124 that are a little packed. And so traffic there can be a little rough sometimes, especially during those high traffic times. Also at Jackson County, you have a different middle schools, a couple different elementary schools, a couple different high schools. You have East Jackson High School also. And so you want to make sure that where you're buying matches the school district that is assigned to your area. All right, next up is a school district that does not get mentioned at all sometimes and enough. This is a much smaller district and it serves fewer students, Commerce City schools, but what it lacks in size, it makes up for in community. Families who live here truly describe it as a hometown feel. The schools have a lower student to teacher ratio, strong sports participation, and are ideal if you're looking for something less overwhelming and more personalized. And so what a lot of people don't know is I actually worked for Commerce City schools for a short period, and I cannot speak enough great things. It definitely is a smaller school. The things that I do love about these smaller school systems is that if you're a parent to a child who kind of likes sports but maybe isn't super into the sport or competitive or playing club level, there are opportunities for them in these smaller schools. A lot of the cons that you will find with some of these schools that are just top athletics is that if a student necessarily isn't great at the sport, they may not make the team because they're so competitive within athletics in those schools. So commerce is definitely one of those areas that if you want your child to be able to participate in multiple sports at once, it could potentially be a great fit for you. I also know that the teachers here absolutely love their students and want to see the best in them. Let's shift on over to Clarke County schools, which includes all of Athens proper. Clarke County offers a wide range of educational programs, including magnet options, career academies, and partnerships with Athens Tech and UGA through the Athens Community Career Academy. These programs provide families with diverse learning environments and opportunities tailored to student interests. While academic performance across schools can vary, families appreciate the focus on arts, career pathways, and access to enrichment programs. If you're looking for a school district with innovative programming and community involvement in the heart of Athens, Clarke County is definitely one you should explore. What I tell my clients a lot of times is that when really researching schools, one of the websites that I use is niche.com. You can see the ratings there, you can see data, all of the things probably that you have questions about are in there. Also, Facebook groups are a great way to go when you're looking at a community. Sometimes they can truly shed light on what's going on in the community. That is my advice to you. And now let's talk about private schools, because sometimes the right choice for your family might not be public. And I want to talk to you about two of the top schools in the area. Prince Avenue Christian School is actually in Bogart, so it's just outside of Athens, and it is one of the most well-known Christian schools in the region. It ranks in the top 15% of Christian high schools nationwide and is currently number 14 in Georgia for best high schools for athletes. It offers strong college prep programs, dual enrollment options, and a faith-based curriculum that appeals to many relocating families. Then there's Athens Academy, often consistently one of the top private schools in the area, located just off the loop in Athens. It consistently ranks in the top 10% of private schools in the country. Athens Academy is known for its academic rigor, small class sizes, and leadership development programs. If you're coming from a metro area or out of state and want a comparable private education in a smaller town setting, Athens Academy should be on your list. Here's the bottom line. Greater Athens has a lot to offer when it comes to schools, but you need to know the exact zoning before you buy and understand how it affects home prices, resale value, and day-to-day life too. A home in North Oconee may cost more, but for many families, it's worth it for the school access. A house in Jefferson City schools might have strong resale demand, but only if it's truly inside the city limits. And even if you choose a private school, location still matters because of commute times and extracurricular access. So if you're relocating to the Athens area and you want help understanding the school zones, the market, and how to align your home search with your family's needs, my team and I would love to help. I've walked this road with dozens of families and myself included, and I'll help you look beyond just the listing photos and into the lifestyle, the values, and the educational options that make your move the right one. And if this video is helpful, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're ready to start your home search, check the link in the description to schedule a strategy session with myself or one of my buyer's agents. We would love to talk to you more about what's important for your family and how we can help you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.